Greetings and welcome to today's episode on Geeks First. It's a Sunday, so that means it has to be low effort. At least that's what the internet says. All that and more, stay tuned. Greetings and welcome. Yeah, it's a popcorn kind of day. At least technically this is caramel apple flavor. Anyways, so I was doing as I normally do, weekend things, organizing, cataloging, working on just general stuff. I happened to open up the Flesh and Blood, main website, and I always check pretty much a couple different areas. I won't specify which ones just now because that's kind of my little go-to thing, but I noticed that under one of the sections, which is called Upcoming, that there's these new tiles that have just come up. So I'm going to step to one of my sides here real quick, and I'll put a screenshot of it, what it is right here. And History Pack 1 Blitz decks for the 4 languages that they offered originally for History Pack Black Label. So that is awesome. That's like hot off the press. That means that if that's true, if I'm reading this right, I know there's no article on this just yet, this is just speculation, but let's say they made all the Blitz decks that have come out so far. So you have, basically if you go backwards, you got 2 from Uprising, you got 3 from Tales of Aria, you have, what is it going to be, 4 from Monarch, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I would be curious if they're going to release all 9 of these in all 4 languages, Italian, French, German, and Spanish. Or could they be even more clever? And let's go one step further. What's missing? Well, you're missing the WTR and ARC. Something we've never had. Could you imagine the excitement that struck across my face when I was like, oh my god, we could have, if they went with this, maybe we could have young Blitz decks for the first 8 heroes for the first time ever? Official. Could you imagine maybe if that what's going to go on? And let's go one step further than that. It gets even more interesting because right next to that is History Pack 2 for February 2023. Oh my gosh. Do you know how exciting that is? I'm excited. It's History Pack 2. That means that's the next trifecta of sets. Monarch, Tales of Aria, and, Everfest. Technically. Which is all the more confusing because that leads me to the next release, which is Outsiders. I'm very excited about that one. And then right below that, it says Q3 2023 Everfest Unlimited. And my heart sank. Because I genuinely don't know if that's a product that we need right now. Now, will we need it 5 years from now? Will we need it some other point in the future? I don't know. And that's interesting because I know it's there, but the good news is, because they said that there was going to be an expansion set in 2023 as well as core sets, the reason my heart sank is because I said, oh god, that might be the expansion set. Luckily, right next to that, it says Expansion Booster Set, July 2023. That's awesome because that immediately lifted my heart and said, oh, they're not using Everfest Unlimited as the expansion set for 2023. So, all that said, it's looking good. I'm very excited. This is a very, very quick, short video. Again, in the theme of low effort Sundays. I have another video in the works right now, which is a follow-up to the So You Bought Flesh and Blood video, which goes into me opening that History Pack 1 box, goes over what we got, and then I begin to start working through the creation of those decks. I actually have it off to my side right over here, and I've already created some of these deck lists. What I will need, and I might actually reach out to some other content creators, because frankly, outside of my personal skill set with my hero, I'm not that great. So in my eyes, I would like to have somebody that knows how to pilot some of these decks really well, especially going head-to-head against some of the precons. So I am working to record the precon of my Dash versus the, basically the Phi, which is the one that I'm going to currently have for that. But beyond that, there are other heroes that are in this set. that I do want to have matches and just kind of record those for prosperity's sake of just saying this is what it could have been. And then possibly even talking to somebody and say, okay, this is your pool of cards. What would you have done, or how could you have done it different? So all that is something that's coming up more. Another request that's been brought up, and I will be working on this as well, is a video that's going to be talking about each of the heroes and kind of their specialization, as well as what that might mean for a new player coming in, like their play styles. And I'm working with an individual that was very hardcore into Magic the Gathering so that I could basically try and create a chart. I did see something on Reddit, and if I can get more information from that, there is some data there that will help me analyze the meta decks in MTG and what they would be kind of, referred to by their Magic name and their Flesh and Blood archetype. So I'm going to try to mash that together and make a video out of that. So these are all things that are coming up until, hopefully these will all be coming out before Outsiders. So that's exciting. And then also for those that are unaware, you have the February event, or technically I guess it's going to be, it's the event in Indianapolis. So SCG Con. Why am I drawing a blank?
A few moments later.
Okay, Google. When is SCG Con Indianapolis?
According to SCG Con, Star City Games, Saturday, February 4th, 2023.
All right, there we go. So Saturday, February 4th, 2023, you'll be seeing me downtown Indianapolis, and I'll be there with just basically myself. I'm going to be trying to do some recording of some of that event, as well as if I can find some individuals there, I might try to interview or just kind of check out, see what's going on. So if you see me down there, say hi. Otherwise, catch up with you and have a good weekend. So enjoy your work week. Have a good one.